Psalms 50 verse 16. But unto the wicked Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Okay, shalom, shalom. Call halayim la Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash, as well as a double honors upon to the elders and apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, whom I've learned this truth under. Okay, this being titled something to the sort of New Orleans seafood, okay, and cuisine, in comparison to the Levitical diet. We know in Leviticus, the 11th chapter, it has the food laws. All right. And why I started with Psalms 50 verse 16 is because Louisiana, where the city of New Orleans is in particular, is in what's known as the Bible Belt. OK, in the down south. And Esau, Edom, the so-called WHITE man, this is his kingdom. This is his society. And it's allegedly, supposed to be a Christian Bible following society. OK, but when you look a little closer, and you realize this man breaks every law that's in the Bible, okay? And we going to focus on what foods are cool to eat and then what foods the Lord said don't touch, okay? But clearly, I'm going to play this podcast real quick and listen to the number of abomination these guys mentioned on their trip to New Orleans and what restaurants and foods they like to eat, okay? Let's play this real quick.
Number one, what is your favorite New Orleans Cajun dish?
So I just want to say my favorite restaurant in New Orleans is Giacomo's in the Riverbend section. It's awesome. Sure. I always take a cab ride out there to go there. But my favorite dish, I just looked it up. The restaurant's closed, but when we were at the Super Bowl one year at this restaurant called Root, I got these smoked scallops that came in a cigar box, and they were smoked with a Cohiba cigar. Oh. And it was unbelievable.
That's what you get in New Orleans, not Philadelphia or Cleveland. But go ahead, Maz.
Catfish. Love catfish.
That's a good spot.
Love catfish.
Good spot for it.
The grilled oysters with garlic chili butter at Cochon's. Cochon's my favorite restaurant in America.
Yes. That one's good.
I think about that stuff that they're sitting in. I just want to swim in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it. I like all the tradition, like etouffee, gumbo, jambalaya.
It's all
that,
good.
Just crawfish, just give that to me. But I've been thinking I'm going down this weekend. That's what I'm talking. It's the only place you'll hear me talk about food. I won't talk about food if I go to Cleveland, Kansas City, Philadelphia, or those other places on Maz's list.
There's a couple of good
Baltimore. You won't hear me talk about the
love
food
the seafood in
Baltimore.
Excellent.
The crabs are pretty good.
Here's
All right, so you heard that. These guys done mentioned scallops, catfish, oysters, etouffee, gumbo, jambalaya, crawfish, and crabs, okay? And what's funny is, all these are, according to the Lord, the Heavenly Father, complete abominations to eat. But within Esau's wicked society, he turns these to a delicacy where you got people traveling all over to taste this New Orleans cuisine. Meanwhile, you ain't supposed to be eating that. Okay, so let's just get straight to it. This is starting with the sea animals, this seafood. We gonna get Leviticus in the NLT to start a little easier to read. Leviticus 11 start at verse 9 through 12 of the seafood that's good to eat and bad to eat. Of all the marine animals, these are ones you may use for food. You may eat anything from the water if it has both fins and scales, whether taken from the salt water or from the streams. But you must never eat animals from the sea or from rivers that do not have both fins and scales. These are detestable to you. This applies both to little creatures that live in the shallow water and to all creatures that live in the deep water. They will always be detestable to you. You must never eat their meat or even touch their dead bodies. And any marine animal that does not have both fins and scales is detestable to you. And in the KJV version, it says multiple times, I believe 4 in that same those same in that same chapter that those are an abomination unto you. Meanwhile, what do you see in Esau's kingdom? They're a delicacy, which shows you that this man is the wicked and is completely contrary to the Holy Bible and the scriptures. This is that same verses, and let's read how many times it says abomination. All that crawfish and catfish, not supposed to be eating that, okay? And especially catfish, because when I came into this truth in 2020, I knew pork was bad, but I didn't know catfish, we weren't supposed to be eating that, because catfish doesn't have any scales, okay? So it's got fins but not scales, and that's a bottom feeder as well. As you see what I highlighted at the bottom, it says their diet, catfish are often bottom feeders, and most of these animals that are abominations are bottom feeders, crustaceans, that sit at the bottom of the ocean, okay? And Esau's so damn wicked, he not only infuses these animals of the sea we not supposed to eat, he also infuses pork, sausage, and all he further adds on to that abomination, where you see jambalaya, gumbo, etouffee. It's got a mix of, you see shrimp, crawfish, the seafood you're not supposed to eat, and then he puts sausage in that as well. So let's get this again. This is Leviticus 11 I'll just start at verse 8. Of their flesh, talking about hold on one second. We'll start at verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses an abomination. Whatsoever hath no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. Okay, verse 13. And these are they which ye shall have an abomination. Okay, that's talking about the birds. But as far as the seafood, it says the word abomination 4 times. And then Esau mixes that with damn pork, with pigs on top of that. And we already know pigs don't have any sweat glands, as well as in the cartoon the Flintstones, it depicts it as a garbage disposal. A pig will eat anything. Okay, so eating a pig is disgusting, man. And it shows you, if you ever put some type of soda, some Diet Pepsi over a slab of pork, it'll show all the worms. What's the word? I'm drawing a blank on the word, but they're little worms you get in your body. It'll show them crawl out of the meat, out of the flesh, showing you that's what people are ingesting into their bodies. Okay, this is Leviticus 11, and I'll just skip down to verse 7. The pig has evenly split hooves, but does not chew the cud, so it is unclean. Okay, so it doesn't have if it doesn't have split hooves and chews the cud, then you can't touch it. You can't rock with it. But here again, in Esau Edom society, that's a delicacy. You got one of the biggest options for food here is pizza, and it typically come with some pepperoni, some sausage, some bacon. Okay, then and over here, staying on the subject of New Orleans cuisine, he's got all this abominations of seafood mixed with pork, sausage on top of that, showing you this man don't follow anything of the Bible. And our people are, whether willingly, what was it, Lil Boozy talking about, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna eat pork. Okay, whether willingly or ignorantly knowing, destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Okay, this is Hosea 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed, talking about the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And out west as well, you got a taco shop I used to like called Roberto's. They got a bunch of chains in San Diego, California, Las Vegas, and Reno, Nevada. Okay, and that's an Issachar restaurant, so-called Mexican taco shop. And what they do is they not only got tacos with I think it's adobada, these pork tacos. They also dip their rice in the tortillas within pork lard. Complete abomination. Okay, showing you from the Southern Kingdom up to the Northern Kingdom, our people are engulfed in abominations, having an abominable diet, okay, not following the Levitical diet. And these are clear, another example of Esau breaking the laws of the Heavenly Father. These are all delicacies within his society, but really they're bottom feeders, and we not supposed to even be touching them, never mind eating them, okay? Hope this was edifying. Shalom.